Hello and welcome to our webinar today on holiday marketing and promotions. My name's Beth Hendry and I'm going to be taking you through our webinar today. So a few housekeeping rules first. So the duration of this webinar will be approximately 30 minutes and then there'll be 10 minutes for questions and answers at the end. My microphone is on and everybody else's has been automatically muted and your speakers must be turned on to hear this webinar. Questions will be taken during or at the end of the webinar using the chat box. So if you've got any questions throughout, if you just want to pop them in the chat box, and then at the end when we get to our questions, I can then answer them at the very end. Alternatively, I will give you contact details at the end as well, just in case you've got come up with any questions after the webinar itself. Okay, so the learning outcomes today. So in this session, you're going to learn about the following. So we're going to give you some ideas for bundling services with products, using your top selling products for promotions, ideas for holiday gift card promotions, and then how to utilize your email marketing for the holidays, as well as we'll also look at our client data accuracy as well, just to make sure that our data is up to date and we know where all the information needs to be so that we can start planning for our new year promotions as well. So the whole idea of this is just to give you a few tips on what you can do to try and increase your revenue during a busy period and what we can do to try and increase it more, especially utilising some of the tools within Shortcuts itself. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the bundling of services with products. So the holiday season is the perfect opportunity to create a promotion, and what we would be looking at was bundling services up with products. Now, not necessarily products that are best-selling, but here we would be looking at products that maybe don't sell so well, and linking them up with services. So we can create promotions within Shortcuts itself. So what we would do is we'd look at the most popular services during the holiday Christmas period, which would mainly be blow dries, updos, and we would look at linking those together in a promotion and trying to increase our retail sales during that period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take you into Shortcuts and we're going to actually look at doing a promotion for this type of offer. Cool. So into Shortcuts, and down the right hand side we've got a button called Setup. And then further down our setup, we then have a button called Promotions. So just in case anybody's unsure on how to use the Promotions feature, we're just going to walk through how we would bundle up services with our products. So all we would do is we click on the new button at the bottom to create a new promotion. And then we would then give our promotion its name. So it could be Style with discounted products. In the description, we would always recommend that you pop in something about the products are a shampoo or it's a styling product such as a hairspray. It can be a specific or non-specific, but the description will give you a breakdown at point of sale if somebody has purchased a styling service and hasn't got the product with the discounted value. You can also set a maximum number of sales with our promotions. So you can always say that maybe you've only got 10 that you want to give out, and after you've passed those 10, then after that there will be no more sales, so it will automatically stop with that promotion. You've then got your valid dates at the top, so you can choose what dates it's available for. So here we would say it's just for the period of the beginning of December or the end of December or the whole of December, or maybe you might want to extend it a bit further. So your date range would be the date that you want it to start and the date you want it to end. You can also be particular about what days, what times it's available as well. So it could be available all the time, or it could just be available for specified times. So we could say that it's only available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and half a day on a Thursday. You've also got the option now to be able to say whether it's available every week or it's the first week of the month, the second week of the month, third week of the month or fourth week of the month. So you could be quite clever and just maybe do it on all styling services over Christmas, which would be the fourth week of the month, and then it would automatically just run for that week and then automatically take off. So once you've chosen your settings within Shortcuts for how long it's valid for and what times it's valid for, etc., then what we're going to do is then move on to our next step. And our next step is saying what service we actually have to purchase to be able to get this product at a discounted cost. So here, I'm just going to go into my services. I'm just going to go into my ladies' services. And I'm just going to do it on a blow dry. So I'm going to say with every blow dry, so every time somebody purchases a blow dry, and then I'm then going to give them a discount on a product. So I'm going to hit next. So I've said that they need to purchase a blow dry to qualify for the promotion. And then if I hit next, we're then going to say what they need, what they get on the promotion itself. So what they actually get for purchasing that blow dry. Bear with me a second. Cool, and then I'm just going to say that they're going to get that one there. So they're going to get one of the Outshine products, and then at the top I can then say what the percentage discount is. So let's say it's 50% off. So it might be a product that doesn't sell that well or sits really nice with a blow dry or a styling an updo, and then what we could do is then give a discount off those products to try and increase our retail sales. Hopefully people then are purchasing those services, they're purchasing those products, and then hopefully they're going to become repeat clients purchasing those products again. Fab. So once you've set that up, all we need to do is just hit done, and you'll see that my style with products is now in there. You could also say that they maybe have to get, they need to buy a service and then they get 2 products at 50% discount or a 25% discount. Again, the more products that you pop in there, the higher that you've got of increasing what your clients are spending and increasing those retail sales and hopefully increasing loyalty that those clients will purchase those again. Cool. So that's setting up our promotions for our services with products. So as we said, it's a good idea to try and link up our services and products, because not only are you getting the clients to purchase products that link in with the services that they're having, so they complement each other, hopefully clients will start buying again, and you're also increasing those retail sales during this period. Fab. So that's our bundling products and services together. So the next thing that we could look at is our top selling products. So obviously our top selling products are selling particularly well throughout the year, and they're going to fly off the shelves during Christmas period as well. So what we could do is we could look at doing promotions that utilise these selling products that we have. We could then look at what's selling well and what's not selling so well, and we could link the two up. So we could look at the products that are selling really well, and then we could look at products that aren't selling very well at all, and then we could say, right, I'm going to do a promotion that if you buy one of our top selling products, you then get a lower selling product that complements at a 50% or 25% discount. So again, we're trying to get rid of some of that. Maybe you might have some stagnant stock that's just sat there that you need to get rid of, or you just need to do a bit of a shake up with the products that you're selling. So to find your top selling products, you can find these in the tools, in the report, which is tools, report, stock, and under top selling products, you can find this report. And as you can see, it gives you a breakdown of the amount of products that you've sold, the value that's brought in, and the profit. So you might know that you sell a lot of a particular product, but it might not be a top selling product. It might be that what we class as a top selling product is down to the profit that it makes, so the value and the profit that it makes. So you might be selling a lot of products, but they might be a cheaper range, whereas you've got some high-end products that maybe need to be sold and they actually give you a better return. So when we're looking at the report, as I said, it just gives you a breakdown on top selling products based on the value that they bring in, and then it also gives you a breakdown of that profit as well. So worth looking at this report and then trying to, again with those promotions, linking up your top selling product with a lower end product and then linking them together, so somebody buying one of these products would then get a discount, and hopefully then they'll start buying more retail, and again it's increasing that retail and getting it off the shelves. So another thing that we can utilise, and one of the things that we've got within Shortcuts, is our gift cards. So our gift cards are our electronic cards. And these are done, so they're all utilised through Shortcuts. They're electronic, so they're barcoded. And they're a great tool to be able to use, because as business owners you're able to monitor and you're able to amend these gift cards online. So there's a little bit more fluctuation with these. They look lovely. Clients really appreciate these rather than a paper gift voucher. They look a lot nicer and they're a lot more hard wearing, and they're nice for you to utilise. I know you're giving them out, you're getting clients to buy them for their friends, but why not do some promotions utilising those gift cards themselves? So as you can see, we've got there spend £100 and get a free £5 gift card. So you're able to add funds onto gift cards so that you can then give them to clients to use. So you could do it based on a certain amount when they spend. You could reward them with a gift card rather than a discount. So we could say, oh, thank you for spending so much, and here's a gift card for £5 for your next visit. Another thing that we could look at would be our rebookings for the new year. So especially during Christmas, January seems to be a quieter month for most people. So why not utilise these gift cards and get your clients rebooking? So get them to book in their January appointment, be it for a blow dry or a cut, or even a colour, and then you could then give them a gift card that then gives them, let's say, £5 or £10 off their next visit. Now it could be that you say, if you book a colour and a cut in January, we'll give you £10 off, whereas if you only book a cut, then you get a £5 gift card. So you could utilise these gift cards and give them out to clients to then redeem. As I said, it's not a discount as such. But then also you're able to preload them, and then you can also see how many you've preloaded and then how many you've actually redeemed as well. And then you'll also be able to do expiries with these. So you could say that they're only valid for January and February, or just for January. So if you cancel your appointment, then your gift card is null and void. So the gift cards are brilliant. They're really good for you to use as a tool, not just for your clients to be given out. We can also do new referrals, so we can use them as a tool that when somebody spends over a certain amount, or if they're referring quite a few clients, you could start using the gift cards as a referral tool. So here's a gift card for your friend, and then they give the gift cards out to their friends, and then we're then bringing more clients in. So not just by word of mouth, it's actually giving them something physical to give to the clients or potential clients. And as you can see, they look lovely, and they're all marked up with your branding. So they've got imagery and your logo, so they look really professional. So it's a really good tool to have, and a really good tool not just for monitoring and being able to track the gift cards, also for being able to use it as a tool to promote the business further. And as I said, the rebookings is a great one, trying to get people to book in quieter periods by giving them that gift card that they have to use in that period. So the other thing that we need to think about is our email marketing for the holidays or Christmas period. So send in your holiday newsletter. So don't wait until December. The more that you can plan for Christmas, the better. So plan promotions. So if you're going to do any promotions over the Christmas period, also have a think now about your October and November period as well, if you're going to do anything leading up. Also think about, are you going to send an email out to clients with regards to your opening hours? So are your opening hours going to change over the Christmas period? And if so, make sure that you schedule your email to go with enough time that people are aware of what your opening hours are. So as soon as you start taking those bookings for the Christmas period, then maybe then you should start think about sending that email out to all the clients, letting them know what your opening hours are going to be. Also, if you've got any events scheduled, so if you're going to have a Christmas evening with mince pies, anything, or an open evening, anything like that, then just also make sure that you pop that on your newsletter. Try and get as much interest and as much business as you possibly can. Obviously, December's a very busy time for people with social lives, Christmas parties, so the sooner that you can get in there with all of your information, the better that people can pop it in their diaries and come along to any events that you've got scheduled. The other thing to think about is what you want to promote. So what are you going to do for your promotions? Have a look at what you've already got booked and what your best-selling services are. So is it a lot of updos, blow dries, or is it a lot of colour services? And if so, have a think about what ties in with those services. So obviously we're going to trying to avoid doing more services because we're pretty booked up during the December period, but think about if you're doing colour services, then can we squeeze some more treatments in and maybe give £5 treatments rather than £8 treatment, so give a couple of pounds off each treatment and try and get clients having treatments. It's all about upselling, be it treatments and also be it retail. The more that we can upsell, clients start using products, start having certain treatments, then we can try and incorporate that. Hopefully they'll continue with that in the future. The other thing is also thinking about maybe services that all go together, so updos, manicures, anything that sort of that ties in nicely together. Might be that you want to do a package that if you have an updo and a manicure and a pedicure, then maybe you get a free nail polish. So anything like that, it's just having to think about what you can do and what people are going to want to do during the Christmas period, and also specify it for the different times during December. So the beginning of December is more colours, cuts, whereas towards the end a lot of people are more blow dries and updos and that kind of thing. Also, don't forget to share any marketing that you do. So if you're using the Set and Forget marketing, don't forget that you can share those special offers and newsletters on Facebook and on Twitter. So shout about whatever's going on in the salon. Also be visual, make sure that you're tweeting and talking about it on Facebook yourself as well. But yeah, really you need to start thinking about what you're going to do for Christmas and the months coming up to it, and get those Set and Forget emails up and running and get them ready and scheduled in, so during the December rush you're not having to worry about, I need to get my dates out there for our opening hours for Christmas. It's already done while you're just a little bit quieter. So finally, the other thing that we need to look at is our client information. So it's really, really important that we make sure that our client information is accurate. We need to make sure that we're capturing email and mobile phone numbers. They're the most important. Obviously, emails for our email through Set and Forget, and then also our phones if you decide to go down the route of SMSs, so your SMS confirmations and also your SMS marketing. So know how to add marketing info into the client card. So some of the information that we do need to capture that not everybody does is our information section. So in our information section, we need to be capturing our preferred employee, our birthdays and our contact methods. We also need to be doing our referrals, which is really important to be able to get our referral emails going. And then you need to know how to mark your client card as complete, which is in the extra details, and it's popping a tick in that card complete. Anywhere you see the client's name, you can always access the client card, and it's really, really important that you keep on top of your client data. I know we say this every time, but the client data really is key to getting shortcuts to work for you. Not just through the reports, but the marketing. It relies on a lot of information being within shortcuts, and the more that you can do this now, the better it will be in the long run. So also thinking about, we're coming up to the holiday periods. Christmas is a key time when the majority of your clients are in, so why not just start getting them filling in those client information cards, even if you don't actually input it into shortcuts until the new year and give you a job to do in January. But definitely start capturing that information and do a refresh on your data now while you've got all those regular clients coming in. And then in the new year, you will then be able to input that in, and you'll be able to start marketing for next year and setting up your promotions for next year, as well as then looking at non-returning clients and trying to get some of our clients that have maybe dropped off. So it's the key time to get your data. So we would recommend that as much data as possible, if you try and capture it. As I said, it doesn't matter if you haven't got the time to pop it all in now, as long as you get all the information and you keep it safe. And then you can always input it in January when it's slightly quieter. Cool. So that brings us to our summary. So you should now know how to bundle services with products. So using our promotions tool within Shortcuts to actually bundle services and products together to create a promotion. And also using your top selling products for promotions. So utilising those top selling products and bringing in a lesser product to kind of bundle together to try and increase our retail sale during this period. We've also given you a couple of ideas that you can use your gift cards for promotions, so to be able to get those clients back in the quieter periods where we want to try and get our clients back in January, February, use those gift cards for those periods. And also thinking about your email marketing now for your holiday newsletter. So for your hours, any events, promotions you've got on, get the message out there as early as possible. It's never too early to start thinking about your Christmas period and trying to be a little bit more organised, that everything's set up and you can just enjoy the period itself. And then also client data accuracy. So as we said, December is the perfect time to capture all of your client data. So make sure that you're capturing all of that, and then in the new year you can then start with your promotions, and hopefully you'll have a better database to be able to work through. So for anybody watching our webinar, we have a webinar offer. So at the moment, we've got a bundle of our client loyalty and our gift cards. So it's a client loyalty and gift cards bundle, and it's up to £250 off. This runs until the 1st of August, but for anybody that's been on the webinar, then they're able to take up this offer, and it's been extended for a further 2 weeks. We've only extended it for a couple of weeks because obviously there's a lead time on us getting those gift cards out to you guys in time for you to use them for Christmas. So if you are interested, then please just call our business development team on 0161 972 4900, and it's option 2 for our sales and marketing. And then if you just quote September webinar, then they'll know that you're then extended for an extra 2 weeks. Okay, so now it's time for our questions and answers. So I'm just waiting to see if anybody's got any questions at all. None at all. I must have been super clear this time. Okay, so if anybody does have any questions afterwards, our next webinar. So our next webinar is Monday the 3rd of November at 2 p.m. and we're going to be looking at stock control. So we're going to look at stock control within Shortcuts and give you some tips on what you can do just prior to the Christmas period, just making sure that your stock's all up to date so you know exactly, you can report in January on what you've sold, what you had in. So doing a bit of a tidy up of your stock. If you're interested, then please just visit our website, which is shortcuts.co.uk/webinars. That will take you to the webinars page to register. And if you have missed any of our previous webinars, then you can also find them on the same page, shortcuts.co.uk/webinars. So as I said, if anybody does have any questions at all, then my name's Beth and you can contact me on email. You can also contact us and ask questions on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/shortcutsuk, and also on our Twitter page, again twitter.com/shortcutsuk. You can also jump onto our website if you need any more information, and as I said, you can also find our webinars page there if you wish to register for more or watch any of our previous. And if you need to contact any of us, then we're on our standard number 0161 972 4900. So as I said, if you've got any questions at all, or if you think of anything later on down the line, then by all means you can email me or you can post it onto Facebook, and either myself or one of the education team will then get back in touch with you. So I hope that's been useful for you, and hopefully I'll speak to you all on the next session. Thank you very much.